Hi YouTube, and welcome back to Crystal the Bubbly Girl. I'm Crystal, your host. So today we're going to do another video of expectations versus reality, and I figured for all you ladies out there and gentlemen that a good topic would be long distance relationships. I'm currently in one, so I figured what better than to tell you guys expectations that were given to me versus the actual reality of a long distance relationship. So let's kick things off. Number 10 expectation of a long distance relationship is that he's gonna cheat on you or she's gonna cheat on you. And I hate to explain it, but in some cases that is true, but the reality, at least for me anyway, is no, they are going to stay with you. Like, for example, my boyfriend, me and him are 2.5 hours away, and the distance thing isn't a problem. Like, we get along great, and distance is only a thing. It's not like, oh, he's gonna cheat on me. No, it's hard to explain. It just doesn't happen. Number 9 expectation of a long distance relationship. Oh, he's gonna sit there or she's gonna sit there and think that, oh, I don't trust you talking to so and so, even though you might be friends with that person for a very long time. The reality of it is, in most cases, again, I'm going to say most because every case varies, trust is established right off the bat. Like, my boyfriend and me get along so great to the point that I don't care who he talks to or hangs out with, and he doesn't care who I talk to and hang out with, so long as we're not, sleeping with other people or flirting with other people or kissing other people, it can work. Number 8 expectation is that, oh, you don't get to see them and you'll never get to, have that romantic side to it. And the reality is we actually set up dates to do it. Since he works and I have college, he'll come up during the weekends, or I'd go back home and see him, and we make a date out of it, and we hang out, we spend time. So being the distance, again, isn't a problem. Number 7, you lose interest with that person. The reality of it is true. Sometimes you get into a position where you don't feel that spark anymore and you should get out of it. But my advice for you is, if you start feeling that spark, talk to the person you're with, because then you guys can talk it over and see if there's something you can do to fix it. A great idea is working out together, or playing a video game together, or doing something that both of you enjoy doing. That's what me and my boyfriend do. Whenever we feel that spark is leaning, we play video games together, we go for walks together, we go nature exploring. It's honestly a lot of fun, and it's a great way to revamp it, besides to have sex, because I know that's where all of you are thinking. Sex is only gonna help so much. Number 6 expectation. You will not talk or see that person or hear from that person ever. And I hate to break it to you, but the reality is you actually talk to that person more when you're in a distant relationship than when you see them every day. Like, my boyfriend and I talk from the second we wake up to the second we go to sleep. We might have like hours where we don't talk, but that's because I'm either in class or he's busy working. But we still have, our time to where we can talk and ask how the day's going and stuff like that. Number 5, communication is lacking. The reality is that, yeah, it can lack in certain aspects, but me and my boyfriend, like, if we have something that's bugging us about the relationship, we will actually pick up the phone and call instead of text, and we talk things through. Like, I recently found out that, things were feeling a bit differently for him. I'm not going to go into details. That's none of your guys' business. But we talked it over. Everything's good. Everything's happy. We're all good. So, talking is a huge key, and I suggest doing it if you are in a distant relationship. Number 4 expectation of a long distance relationship is the sexual part. Most people think that because you're in a distant relationship, that, oh, how do you handle not having sex all the time from morning till night? How can you function? The same way that you function when you're not in a relationship, or the same way you function on a daily basis. It's not like he's going around sleeping with anybody. It's not like I'm going around sleeping with anybody. If we have urges, we just, deal with it, and we'll talk to each other. Maybe get a little bit of a picture here and there, but nothing too extreme. So it's just so you know, the sexual thing, you don't need it. You really don't need it. Number 3 expectation of a distance relationship is that it's hard to be honest. And the reality of it is, it's no different than when you're talking to them in person. It's no different than if you were even talking to a best friend. Because that's basically what a relationship is. They are your best friend. And so be honest with them. Like, if you're honestly thinking of cheating, or if you honestly think that, oh, this guy would be a better relationship match for me than who I'm with now, then talk with them. See, I don't have that issue with my boyfriend because me and him are honest about our feelings, and we both genuinely care about each other and love each other. So it's one of those things that in previous relationships I can say that honesty would have been a key thing there, but that's a different story. Number 2 expectation of a long distance relationship is that to plan time is a challenge, and sometimes it can't keep to your promises. And the reality of it is if you're going to plan to see that person, keep to it. Even if something comes up, try to keep to it. I mean, if your grandma dies or if someone dies, that's explainable. Then, your significant other would come down to the funeral with you. But, keep to, if you're going to be like, oh, I'm coming up for a weekend, and instead of ditching and being like, oh, I'm hanging out with my friends, actually hang out with them. Like, go and see them. Because seeing a person is going to help strengthen your relationship than not seeing them. And the number 1 expectation of a long distance relationship versus reality is that jealousy will occur. And yeah, that's with any relationship. It's not just a distance relationship. It's also if you have a relationship nearby. Jealousy is going to occur, but at least, so long as you know that person's not, flirting with other people, and you have that trust that nothing's going to happen, jealousy is a thing of the past. I can honestly tell you right now that, I've had, me and my boyfriend will joke around about, like, ooh, who are you trying to impress? Is there somebody I should know about? But we're just joking. We know there's nobody. And we both know that we genuinely love each other. So just remember, trust, honesty, talking, and seeing someone. Keep those 4 things in mind for a distance relationship, because those things will greatly, greatly help strengthen your relationship. And hey, if you've been in a relationship for a long time and need to, put that spark back into it, like I said, work out, go for walks, talk, watch a movie, go see a movie. Yeah, movies are the best to do, along with, if you guys work out, or if you don't work out, go for a jog, go for a walk, go naturing. Nature is fun. But that's all I have for the 10 expectations of a long-distance relationship versus the reality. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye! Mwah!